From Biscon Communication Global Media Network, it's 70 hearty cheers to Chief Mrs. Mobolajo Nitiri, the latest member of prestigious League of the 70s.
The Diamond Jubilee Anniversary celebration of Right Honorable Mulikata Konde Adeola, MAA or MA Square, former Nigeria's majority leader of the House of Reps and the first woman to serve in that capacity on the African continent, began on a prayerful note in her Maitama residence in Abuja, the nation's capital, on Wednesday, the 11th of November, 2020. The celebrant, her children, family members and close friends were joined by some clergymen who offered special prayers for Allah's continued protection and guardians over her and her entire household. Prayers were offered by members of the Ansaruddin Society of Nigeria led by Dr. Musa Olaofe, the Imam of the group. Present at a special session were the elder sister of the celebrant, Dr. Fatima Bamidele, a former Federal Permanent Secretary, former Deputy Governor of Oyo State, Alhaji Azim Bolarumi, Engineer Jide Adeniji, former Chairman of FEMA. The 60th birthday anniversary dinner and book launch of Right Honorable Mulikata Konde Adeola took place at the Blue Velvet Marquee, Cardinal Park, Kitwe Street, Wuse Zone 4, Abuja. There were goodwill messages and the cutting of the birthday cake, conducted by Mrs. Eki Igbenediong, former First Lady of Edo State. The chairman of the occasion was Right Honorable Emeka Ihedioha, former Deputy Speaker of Nigeria's House of Reps. The highlight of the occasion were the review of the book written by the celebrant, titled Driven by Passion, and the launch of the book. The book was launched by Right Honorable Aminu Waziri Tambuwal, former Speaker of the House of Reps and Governor of Sokoto State. With the very impressive array of the high flyers in the society, serving and passed from all corners of the divide, the political, economic, government, business, social and corporate sectors, who honored Honorable Mulikata Konde Adeola at her birthday, it's safe to conclude that both in and out of the corridors of power, Honorable Mulikata Konde Adeola is still highly respected and loved across the country. The heavyweight dignitaries list from the political sector include names like former governors Babangida Aliyu of Niger State, Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso of Kano State, Liele Moke of Cross River State, Honorable Waziri Aminu Tambuwal of Sokoto State, and the former Deputy Speaker of the House of Reps, Honorable Emeka Ihedioha, who was the chairman of the occasion. Nigerian women from all strata indeed showed up in their beauty, elegance and brilliance for Honorable Mulikata Konde Adeola, a woman who combines all these qualities in abundance. They all appeared in the glittering black with a touch of whites, color code stipulated for the upscale event. The impressive roll call of the women barrier breakers include Right Honorable Patricia Olubumete, the first female Speaker of Nigeria's House of Representatives, Minister of Women Affairs, Dame Pauline Talin. There were also two former Ministers of Women Affairs, Hajia Inachi Roma and Hajia Zainab Maina. Edo State former First Lady, Mrs. Eki Igbenediong, still talking about absolute legislative backing for Honorable Mulikata Konde Adeola. We had Senator Zainab Kure, Folashade Grace Bent and Fatima Raji Razaki. From the business sector was Hajia Bola Shagaya, who is proudly Diamond Age Plus herself. From the government sector were past high flyers like Dr. James Kayode Nayeju, former Accountant General of the Federation, former Permanent Secretary, now politician Dr. Godnozi Gali, and 70-plus looking 60, Dr. Adeguruye. Also there was Senator Engineer Benubi, the special messenger of Igbo Nation, a pan-Nigerian politician, and Prince Besi Olatilo, the chairman and CEO Biscon Communications, who was making his first contact with Abuja in years. Honorable Chinda Kingsley Dekor, representing Rivers State, who missed the House leadership position by the whiskers, and fellow sister politician, now in the red chambers, Senator Jocelyn Apiafi, who served in the House with a celebrant, gave their full legislative support to the woman of the moment, Honorable Mulikata Konde Adeola. Without any doubt at all, Honorable Mulikata Konde Adeola was clearly overwhelmed and suffocated with genuine love by all Nigerians. NTA legend and Amazon of screen, Mojima Konjola, who was the compere of the event, and Eugenia Abu, who was classmate of the celebrant in secondary school in Kaduna, also showed up big time for a good friend and sister who has made all of them very proud. Prince Akomode from Kogi Kingdom also honored the celebrant. After the opening prayers, the chairman of the event gave his opening remarks, where he congratulated the celebrant for the new age of maturity and for holding forth steadfastly over the years for the women as a worthy role model.
At some point in time in the history of our lives and history of the National Assembly, we appeared to be adversaries. But it didn't take us 2 weeks to make up and appreciate that our strength lied in our unity. And for the 4 years, God gave us the privilege to pioneer the affairs and to lead the House. We found Monikat to be a very reliable, hands-on person. She added the favor we needed. The Speaker and myself were male with other members in leadership. But she was one lady who had the capacity to turn us her way all the time. And so I would say she has a way of driving you to go her direction. And so that was why I wasn't surprised when I came here. I saw a mixed bag in this hall from various political cultures, various ethnic nationalities. That is essentially Mulikat for you. A Kaduna girl, yet an Ogbomoso woman. But to us, she is Mule Mule. I'll say on behalf of our class, on behalf of all of us who have had the privilege to have worked closely with her, I have the singular honor to welcome all of you, and I'm sure you're going to have a very wonderful evening. And to you, Mulikat, we can only say God will continue to strengthen you. And we pray that we'll all be alive to celebrate you at 70, celebrate you at 80, and celebrate you at 90, and looking for many more years to come. I'm happy everybody is there with smiles. That is what the day calls for. Congratulations and welcome on board.
This was followed by a flurry of goodwill messages, where a lot was said about the respectful and admirable disposition of the woman of the moment towards everyone, no matter their status in life. They said she has harvested a great deal from the huge investment in how to nurture friendship and relationship, which she had guarded very jealously over the decades and still counting.
I'm so happy that I'm here. And going by the quality and people I have seen here to celebrate with my sister, I believe this is her true reflection. Let me, at this point, on behalf of my humble self, members of my entourage, congratulate you and wish you well, and wish you more years of good health and more years of achievements in this country.
But as a sister, I don't think you can wish for a better person. She's maybe because our parents died a long time ago, so we know we don't have anybody but ourselves, so we depend on ourselves 100% either way. She's very loving, she's very loyal, she's involved in a lot of charitable endeavors. She has a foundation that has helped a lot of people in Ogbomoso and around. she can't turn her face away from somebody who needs help. She's very helpful. If you need help and she knows and she comes to her attention, even without asking her, she would assist you. We wish her a happy birthday. I pray for her that she'll have a very long life in good health and she'll go from strength to strength. She'll continue to do good things that God and her parents and herself will be proud of.
Today we are celebrating a great woman, a woman that deserves to be celebrated. And I want to wish you all what you wish for yourself. Honorable Munikat, may God spare your life to celebrate another 60 years in good health. May you live to see your children's children. May you live to age gracefully.
Our sister, we are celebrating you today because you fought the battle and you are what you are today to the glory of Almighty God. To be a leader in the house is a pleasure thing, but it is hard work. She has really worked hard to act. I wish each and every one of us here this evening a pleasant evening. God bless you all.
We thank God for her life. She, like I said, represents what we should all strive for: girl-child education in Nigeria. So I join all those who prayed either to see you as the governor of Oyo State or as vice president, but I do know that you will continue to play a prominent role in Nigerian leadership and politics.
In the biography of Honorable Mulikat Akonde Adeola, read by her close friend, Mrs. Abimbola Salu Hudeyin, Commissioner in the National Population Commission, representing Lagos State, quite a lot was revealed about her journey to her present position, a consummate lawyer of over 30 years standing, our state politician, born of parents from Ogbomoso in Oyo State. But she grew up in Kaduna. She's an alumnus of Queen Amina College, Kaduna, Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria, and the University of Lagos, where she bagged her first and second degrees in law. She has effectively represented her constituency in Ogbomoso, Oyo State of Nigeria, and secured job opportunities for over 200 constituents. Between 2015 to 2019, Honorable Mulikat Akonde Adeola, OFR, implemented over 3,000 constituency projects and personal empowerment with over 2,000 beneficiaries. Through the Joko Dolu Foundation she instituted in 2012, she has given out 200 scholarships to students in tertiary institutions. The Joko Dolu Foundation, which is primarily for educational and economic empowerment projects, have provided projects in skill acquisition for women, in sewing, hairdressing, catering, as well as agricultural value chain trainings. A published author of 3 books, Honorable Mulikat Akonde Adeola is a member of the Nigerian.
And those who have joined the Lord, who are not with us, and may He have mercy on them, we are launching this with about 10 million naira.
Later on, friends, colleagues, and family members took turns to launch the book. The goodwill message of former President Goodluck Jonathan on the occasion of the 60th birthday of Honorable Mulikat Akonde Adeola was read by the compere of the event, Mujima Konjola. The toast was proposed by Senator Jocelyn Apiafe, representing Rivers West and chairman of the Senate Committee on Women Affairs.
I'd like everyone to join me to spell the word love. So, shall we go? L. I can't hear you. L.